a large part due to a media campaign from right across the world that shouted to Sisi, you've got to release these journalists. And it did damage to the tourism industry. And of course, when it comes down to it, it's all about money. So they were released. We made enough noise. But I am still a convicted terrorist. I kind of see it as an occupational hazard, really, because I'm certainly not alone. And a year in an Egyptian prison would have been much more damaging, I'm sure. We tried to get our convictions overturned since they happened, but in spite of campaigns, it's not going to happen. In fact, what's happening in Egypt is getting even worse. As I'm sure you know, there was a demonstration a couple of weeks ago where hundreds took to the streets. Since then, 2,000 have been arrested, rounded up and arrested. Because again, the Egyptian government doesn't want any of their truth being heard. Included in there are more journalists. Of course, it's easier to really get some sort of justice for foreign correspondents. Just in the last week, we heard of a New York Times journalist, Declan Walsh, who was about to be arrested in Egypt. And the Trump administration heard about this, but didn't tell the New York Times. The only reason the New York Times heard was because an Egyptian official leaked it. And Declan managed to get in a very fast car, get to the airport, and get the next plane out. The publisher of the New York Times, A.G. Sulzberger, said these brutal crackdowns are being passively accepted and perhaps even tacitly encouraged by the President of the United States. So what are those following in Jamal's footsteps? They're not foreign correspondents who can jump on a plane and get out of there. The journalists, the commentators, the activists, the human rights activists, the academics, those that try and help their own country, either still in that country or from afar. How do we help them? In the end, we have to be the watchdog. We journalists have to be looking out for each other, because I don't trust the democracies of this world to do it for us.